Hi everyone, this is Barb Techel from joyfulpause.com. So I am back again with another oracle card reading and guidance for you. And for this session I wanted to talk about grieving the loss of a pet. It is still something very new and fresh on my mind right now. If you are a subscriber to my newsletter, I did share with everybody that my husband and I had to put our 12-year-old lab, Kylie, to sleep the day after Thanksgiving. And then I just heard from some friends yesterday who had to put both of their dogs to sleep within days of each other. So I really wanted to take some time in this oracle reading and guidance session and see if I can't help others who are going through the grief and the loss of a pet. Animals are a part of our family. They become our family members, and we learn so much from them, and they give unconditionally. I know that's a cliche, but they truly do give unconditionally. So when we lose a pet, of course our heart breaks. And I've definitely had my moments this last week and a half of thinking about Kylie and having my moments of crying, but also I've just learned so much over the years and what I truly believe now is we can connect with our pets at any time when they're no longer physically here. So I just wanted to share an idea with you of maybe something you can do if you are grieving the loss of a pet that might bring you some comfort. And then I'm going to share my reading with you, and I hope that the reading is of help to you as well, because I truly understand. I truly understand what it's like to lose a dear, dear animal friend. So one of the suggestions I have is, I think many of you know I am a SoulCollage facilitator, and this is a process where we create cards to represent all the different parts of ourselves, to represent people in our community that inspire us and our mentors, and that can include pets as well. So about 9 months ago, I made a SoulCollage card during an online retreat that I took part in. And I knew I wanted to make a card of Kylie, and I'm so glad that I made that card at that time, because it has served as such comfort for me right now, and for my husband as well. So I just want to share the card with you. And in SoulCollage, we make these on 5x8 cards, working with images, of course, of my dear Kylie. She was so easy to take pictures of because her face was just the most sweetest, adorable face. And the background that I chose for my card, as you can see, is the water and the mountains in the background. And in this picture right here, she's sitting on a rock. And really, truly, this was the essence of Kylie. She really helped my husband and I to learn to go with the flow more often. And she really was our rock. She just was very grounding and always reminded us to take time to pause. My Joyful Pause is all about pausing often, listening deeply, and capturing what matters. And when we would get caught up in the chaos and conflict of life, oftentimes we'd see Kylie sitting at the front door. That was her favorite place to sit. And it would just make us stop in our tracks and just think, what's really important in life. And so I sigh deeply because I miss her so much. I'd give anything to hold her again, but I know that I can connect with her in moments like this. So this sits on our kitchen table, and I just sit there sometimes, and I just look at her photo, and I talk to her, and I thank her for everything she was in our life. So perhaps this is something that might help you if you're in the process of grieving a pet right now. So for my card reading, I chose the cards ahead of time, pulled 3 cards, and I have 3 different questions that I posed to the cards. And so I'm just going to go through that with you, and hopefully this will be of help as well. So the first question I ask the cards is, what first step must I take to help in the process, or that we must take to help in the process of coping and recovering from the loss of a pet? What first step must I take to help in the process of coping and recovering from the loss? And the card that I pulled was Giraffe and Foresight. You are able to see what is in store for the future. So what first step must I take to know that the future will eventually be better, that this grief will fade? We always carry some degree of grief in our heart for the loss of the physical loss of our animals, right? But, Giraffe is reminding us to see the bigger perspective. And the bigger perspective is they brought so much joy to our lives, and we will never lose that joy. That's always, always a part of our heart. So the first step we have to take is to know that there's hope. There's hope that we will smile and we will laugh again, even after we've grieved the loss of our dear animal friend. So the next question I asked is, what message do our pets want us to know? What message do our pets want us to know? And the card I pulled was Buffalo. And Buffalo's all about abundance, and you are provided for in all ways. So what message do our pets want us to know? They want us to know that they are still here, that we can still take part in their abundance with them in spirit, that we can still stay connected to them. And when we stay connected to spirit, or if you define that as God or conscious universe, however you choose to define it, the universe is abundant. And just because our animal friend isn't here, physically, that abundance of the love and the joy that they brought to us, that's always a part of us. We will never, ever be without that. So just remember that. That's what our pets want us to know. So the last question I asked today very well. What do I need to let go of in order to honor my pet? So often, it's easy to do. We're human. We can let the grief swallow us. But I've really tried over I've had many, many pets in my life, and I feel like I've evolved in my understanding of spirit and that we're all connected. So I try not to stay in that place of grief too long, but to honor that I need to grieve. But to also, how can I best honor my pet, right? So what do I need to let go of in order to honor my pet? And the card I pulled was Dolphin. I love dolphins. And Dolphin is all about playfulness and take time to play. So to answer that question, what do I need to let go of in order to honor my pet, is when it is time for you and you have moved through the grieving process. Our animals, the best way we can honor them is to remember that life is here for us to play, to not take it so seriously. And that is the best way we can honor our pets, is to go on living life with joy and happiness and abundance and love. And they will be so tickled that we are, moving forward in our lives and taking with us in our hearts everything that they taught us and all the love that they provided for us. So the overall, I wanted to also pick a soul coaching card from Denise Lynn. Those, the animal cards again are from the Power Animal Cards by Dr. Stephen Farmer. And the overall message from the soul coaching card is energy. And healing energy and immense vitality flow through me easily and effortlessly. And what I feel this card is saying in relation to grieving the loss of a pet is we are all energy. Animals are energy, nature is energy, we're made up of energy. So we never really truly lose our pets. We can tap into that essence, that energy of who they are at any time we want, and we can connect with them. We just have to be in stillness and in quiet, and we can talk to them there, and we can receive messages from them, and we can get confirmation that all is well, all worked out as it was supposed to, and all will be well. So I hope that was helpful for you if you are going through the loss of a dear pet, whether that be a horse, a dog, a cat, a gerbil, whatever it may be. Animals are so important in our lives, and I wanted to do this reading, even though it is a bit sad, but I wanted to do it in honor of all animals and what they teach us. And it's a tribute and a memory to my dear Kylie and to my dear friends who just lost both their dogs, Ryder and Bernie, as well. So if this was helpful, I would sure love to know. Let me know. Maybe there's a ritual that you do when your pet has passed. Maybe you could leave that in the comment section below, and it could help others as well that watch this video. That would be wonderful. Feel free to share if you have a friend who's going through the loss of a pet, and maybe this will help them as well. So I will see you next time, and I guess that's it. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.